All right, Bob, thank you. Tonight, some encouraging news from Florida Fish and Wildlife's red tide report. Conditions improving late this week, but days ago near Siesta Key, there were low to medium concentrations of red tide.
And because of that, one local boat charter says business has been hit or miss. ABC 7's Francesca Constantini joins us live from Siesta Key with more details. Francesca?
That's right. I went on a boat ride with the owner of Real Tide Fishing Charters to show me today's condition, and he says it's nothing like what people think.
The first baits are the first fish that will perish after a red tide or while a red tide is occurring.
Matt Fueyo is the owner of Real Tide Fishing Charters in Siesta Key, and on Friday he went out to look for baits.
This is how I know that we don't have a lot of red tide.
He says his business has been somewhat rocky this season due to recent reports showing red tide in Sarasota County.
So since this report's come out, we averaged 2 to 4 trips a week during this time of year. Those numbers have stayed the same.
So he took me along on this boat ride to show me the current conditions by Siesta Key. The water can be seen clear, many out fishing, and at the same time, we managed to get a lot of bait. And during our trip, he told me that most of his clients are from out of town and think conditions are like last year's. And because of that, he's been advertising more than usual.
A lot of guests call us and ask what's happening with the red tide, what's going on with the red tide, and we're honest with them. There's a lot of red tide to the south of us.
But others are not so lucky. He says other charter companies have seen a decline. He still remembers how bad his company was impacted by last year's red tide.
It really put a hurt on our overall, business, and it affected my captains. It affected me. Unfortunately, we all have other skills and trades. So, my captains, some of them went to do some carpentry work, some went to do some painting. I went and worked on a private yacht for a few months just so that I could maintain the business and keep everything going.
But this year is different, and he hopes more people can see the difference.
The bait has come back tenfold, so that's been good. As long as you've got bait, you're going to have predator fish.
Now, DFWC's daily report map shows low to medium concentrations of red tide going back to south of Sarasota County. Reporting live in Siesta Key, Francesca Constantini, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Francesca. Shark fishing has been officially banned from the Venice Fishing Pier, and now the City Council plans to add some new rules when it comes to fishing at the South Jetty. For years, anglers have been able to use the South Jetty overnight. The park is technically